Hello my dears, Commander Bong here with an Egg-telligence drop regarding the upcoming Titanfall 2 beta. First off guys, this is a console peasants only affair. PS4 and Xbox One, that's it. PC players will have to sit and watch from the sidelines this time. I'm going to be brief, as time is fleeting and there are enemy pilots to punch, stab, maim and shoot. Firstly, we're going to be breaking down the multiplayer modes, and then briefly touch on the Titans and Pilots abilities available in this beta. Game mode numero uno, Bounty Hunt. Familiar perhaps to the lucky few that got to sample it at EA Play, but there have been a few changes. Essentially this mode is about mones. Beat the enemy team to kill waves of AI enemies and secure bounty money. In between the enemy waves, bank that cash in the vaults. There is a slight twist to this mode in that you can kill an enemy pilot and you can steal half of his money. This can lead to some interesting tactics such as camping the vaults and waiting for the pilots laden with their hot bounties to stroll on by unawares, killing them all and then banking that sweet cash you just stole. The team with the most cash after 15 minutes is awarded the win. I'm not 100% sure on this, but it looks like if you were able to bank $6,000 before the 15 minutes is up, that will force a win. Next up is Pilot versus Pilot. Sick of being killed by awesome gigantic robots? Fancy just playing mano a mano, no robots allowed? Well, this is the mode for you. 10 minutes on the clock, first team to 100 kills wins. Simple. Finally, the last and probably my favourite mode, Amped Hardpoint. Another mode with a mere 10 minutes on the clock. The objective? To get 400 or as close to 400 tickets as you can. How do we obtain these tickets, I hear you ask, old Uncle Beard? Well, stand on A, B and C and capture them for your team. But it ain't over there. Once you've captured a point, pick up a ball of yarn and a knitting needle and hunker down. You can cap each point twice, amping them. An amped hardpoint gives your team double points every tick. Once you've amped a hardpoint, you can stray away from it for maybe 25 or 30 seconds, but it will slowly lose its double point providing prowess and will need to be re-amped. If you remain on the point indefinitely, it will constantly provide your team double points for as long as you hold it. I like this game mode because it's heavily objective based and I could see it being quite tactical. Do you sit around and keep hold of your hard points or dash forward and go for the standard map domination? This mode does provide Titan gameplay too, and amping the hard points gives you a nice amount of charge towards getting your Titan ready to drop in and smash up the enemy like termites under the mighty hand of a particularly ferocious aardvark. So those are the modes available to us in this beta, but I've got a few hot tips for you before the video's end. There are two Titan classes to play with, Ion and Scorch. Firstly, I would recommend using Scorch to lock down points and areas in amped hardpoint. Lots of lovely flame moves on this class to cook up the enemy pilots, but the flame moves do damage your own Titan, so beware of that. Overall though, some really nice area denial in this class. The second class available, Ion, has a lovely hot little beam for an ultimate. Very useful for cutting through other enemy Titans. I found this class most useful on Bounty Hunt, as occasionally big AI Titan bounties will appear, and you may also need that extra damage to help clear away enemy Titans loitering around near the AI spawn areas as you fight over those delicious bounties. In terms of general Titan combat in Titanfall 2, when fighting enemy Titans, as in Titanfall 1, you can rodeo them. This rodeo animation will pluck a battery from the top of the enemy Titan. These, when picked up, can be placed within your own allies' Titans, healing them. So essentially you can now steal HP from enemy Titans and give it to your or your allies' Titans. This new mechanic I feel could really change the team play involved in Titan gameplay. I think team play is really going to be needed to survive for entire rounds in your Titan because they're definitely more flimsy than they were in Titanfall 1. Quickly onto pilots, there are plenty of weapons to choose from and a fair few abilities too. My top picks for the weapons are the shotgun and the EPG. The shotgun seems to fire 5 or 6 jets of hot magma, and it's relatively effective at short to medium ranges. Lovely. Secondly, the EPG, think RPG but instead of rockets, blue balls of glorious death. This made the game instantly feel like Quake or Unreal for me, and the shouts of "Who's using the noob tube?" across the room from some other YouTuber instantly made every kill that more satisfying. My hot delights for abilities, well, I'm torn between the grappling hook and the stim. The manoeuvrability the grappling hook gives you is second to none. And you could even fire your spiky hook into the spine of an enemy pilot, reeling him in like a fine salmon, and then it's time to kick some back. The stim is also handy, essentially a little injection that temporarily turns you into the Flash and gives you instant HP regen. Very useful for disengaging when you instantly shit your pants after rounding a corner squarely into the maw of a waiting enemy Titan. And that, my sweet lovelies, is all I've got time for, I'm afraid, but I hope this has put you in good stead for the upcoming beta this weekend. Until next time, good Titaning!